In this video, I will show you how to interpret the different alarms on your system. I will also explain how you can detect and replace a weak battery. It's difficult to imagine anything worse than deactivating the alarm system and instead of hearing the 2 acknowledgement beeps as expected, finding out through a long signal tone that something happened while you were away. But what do the different sequences mean? And what if it isn't even an alarm, but rather a weak battery indication? If you have a Pro Finder and an alarm is triggered in your absence, you are notified via text message or phone call. If you don't have it, you can also recognize an alarm when you deactivate the alarm system. What exactly happened can be seen by means of the blink sequence on the status LED. There are various sequences. I will now explain the 4 most important ones. If the cab door was opened while you were gone, the LED blinks once and then pauses for 5 seconds. This continues until you arm the Y Pro again after disarming it. If a wireless contact was the trigger, the LED blinks twice and then pauses. If a gas alarm sounded the alarm, the LED blinks 3 times before pausing. The other signals are explained in the Quick Start Guide. Another signal tone alerts you of a weak battery. The battery-operated wireless accessory notifies you in advance when the battery needs to be changed, instead of just allowing the battery to go completely flat. If the battery in your wireless remote control, a wireless magnetic contact, or the radio cable loop is weak, a long signal tone sounds when you operate the device. The transmitter LED on the sensor also lights up red for 30 seconds. However, there is no need to panic. The battery will run for about 8 more weeks after the first signal. If you don't want to keep hearing the signal for that long, you can buy the required button cells at any supermarket and replace the batteries yourself. Gently remove the sensor cover. If necessary, slide a flat object slowly into the provided slit behind the housing and carefully open it. When the wireless contact is open, you can take out the circuit board and easily replace the battery. Then put the board back in, slide the cover back onto the wireless contact, and press down on it lightly until it snaps in. Now the contact is fully functional again. Changing the batteries on the other battery-operated Thitronik devices is done in exactly the same way. Did you know that a battery can last about 2 years, depending on how it's used? So if you set a reminder or combine the battery change with the main inspection, you will spare yourself any unpleasant surprises on your holiday. After watching this video, you will be able to change the battery yourself and will no longer have to have it done at a garage. That saves you time and money and spares your nerves. Let me summarize. If your alarm system doesn't make the right sound when you deactivate it, but instead requires your attention, the light signals on the status LED will tell you what happened. However, if you just hear one long signal tone and everything seems to be okay, you should pick up a button cell at the supermarket and replace the battery. Now that you know, you're ready for your next trip. Have fun!